Take one, bitches. Jeremy Stenberg, I ride freestyle motocross. I got into freestyle motocross. I was always that kid at the local track that just showed off all the time. Like, I just liked hitting the jumps. Like, I would always go out for practice and just hit the jumps. And then my dad would take me riding every day in Chula Vista, and SMP was right across the street from where we would ride. And those dudes were out there. It was like right when freestyle was starting. Like, I was watching Krusty One, like Moto XXX, like that. And it was before there was even a contest. It was just a couple of videos, you know. And I was right out there riding, doing tricks, and these dudes hit me up from SMP, Brian Manley and Milo Myers. Like, yo, like, we'll pay you to jump. And I set up a meeting. I told my dad's like, yeah, right, ain't no one gonna pay you to jump. Like, you need to go practice your corners like you're gonna race, you know? Went in for the meeting, they're like, well, yo, we'll pay you $300 a month. My dad's like, done, go ahead, ride freestyle, you know what I mean? And that was the start of my freestyle career, just being at the right place at the right time. My parents were super supportive. If it wasn't for them taking me riding every day, like, I grew up in a neighborhood, like, super ghetto, so my dad always tried to take me riding just to keep me away from, like, all the gangs and drugs. Like, half of my buddies were gang members and half of my buddies were drug dealers, and so my dad would take me riding every single day, and that's pretty much what got me to where I am today, is my dad taking me riding, just trying to, like, have me do the right thing. Like, every single day I'd come home from school, bikes would be loaded, or he'd pick me up from school, the bike's loaded up in his riding gear. He'd walk into the office and be like, oh yeah, he has a dentist appointment. I'd walk out and he's wearing jersey, pants, and tennis shoes. I'm like, you told these dudes we had a dentist appointment to go to and you're wearing riding gear? So I was cool with it, man. Like, I just knew every day I got picked up, I'd be going riding. If I was kicked out of school or suspended, which happened often, I knew I was going riding that whole day. As soon as my moms would leave to work, she'd be like, you're not doing nothing today. Dad's like, yeah, nothing. She would leave, all right, gear up, load up, let's go, we're going riding. So we go riding all day, so. Sweet, 15 years later of being a professional athlete riding freestyle with dudes I started with, I'm still hanging out with a couple of them, you know what I mean? And it's cool, like, I'm riding at the very first course now, 15 years later, that I rode at when I first started riding freestyle, when I didn't even know how to do tricks, you know?
We are at Wombat Acres. This is the original OG compound where everyone started riding. This was the first course that any freestyle guy ever had. This was a freestyle course before there was freestyle. We're just bringing it back alive. No one's ridden here in what, 10 years? At least 10 years, so we're just bringing it back, man. He's had all this land here forever. The jumps have been here forever, so Potter came down, cleaned it up. I brought my ramps over from my old house. He already had ramps here. It's alive again. Still more we're gonna do, but for now, like, we've only been riding here for like 2-3 weeks now, so it's all you need to ride. It's fun. You got the 75, you got a hip left, you got a hip right, you got a super kicker, you got the big dog. There's all kinds of shit here to hit.
Quarter pipe.
Yeah, the old quarter pipe, the real vert quarter pipe, which is fucking gnarly. So it's good. Wombat ain't ridden in a while, so we're just hanging out, having fun.
So much history has been in that backyard right across the street from my house, and now I get to ride there every day. So it's kind of like bringing it back to, like, the roots of, like, where I started again. And for me, like, as of right now, like, I don't really have to ride contests. Like, I'm at that point in my career where I'm picking and choosing doing stuff, and for me, honestly, it's more fun now. I rode with Larry when I first moved in here. He hit the super kicker, but today is like the first day he actually hit a ramp. He hasn't hit a ramp for 10 years, and he's out here riding with us today. He, like, sees us riding, so he's like, well, I might as well start hitting stuff, you know? And for him, a dude that helped pioneer freestyle motocross, to take a break that long and to come back and hit one of the gnarliest jumps, like, it makes me excited, because it's like, that's one of the dudes that got me into what I'm doing today. And for me to, like, come back and, like, help someone that helped me in the beginning get to where I am, and now I'm, like, bringing him back and, like, yeah, let's go ride, let's go film it, let's do some stuff, you know? So it's cool. For a long time now, I've been wanting to do, like, video parts, and I've always loved filming. Like, I take advantage of it. When anyone's like, hey, you want to go film a part? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, meet me here this day, it's raining, like, I'll bring my shovels, we'll film. I partnered up with Jay Schweitzer and we filmed 420% all natural. That's something I've wanted to do forever, and I finally did it. Like I started just paying for it out of my own pocket, and then called it all natural because it is all natural. There's not one contest shot, there's not one ramp. Every single jump besides the last segment in the movie was built by shovel. But when we started filming this movie, I looked at it like, I don't care if you're the #1 dude that rides contests. If you come out into the hills and you don't get a good shot that day, I'm not gonna put a shot in the movie. Every shot I wanted to be a banger shot, and that's what it ended up being. Like everyone that came out performed and did above and beyond what I expected them to do for the movie, and then we just got the sickest shots, and I'm pumped, dude.
Call this the Stenberg special.
Yeah.
So low taper gentleman's comb over.
I haven't had hair in 10 years. I finally started growing it out so I can get him to cut it. Figured I'm 30, I might as well grow that shit while I still can. Could always shave it later when I start balding. Got my new line getting dropped. Famous JS. Twitch this line, drop into the fast line. See you in a bit.
What it do, what it do, what it be like.
Famous is dope. I've always looked at Famous as a dope company since when they first came out in '99. I've always seen Travis Barker around, like he's hooked me up with like belts back in the day, like 10 years ago, you know what I mean, like back on Warped Tour. When everything went south with Militia, like he was hitting me up like, yo, like if you want to do something, like hit me up, let's get together, you know. I was like, all right, cool, hit him back. Went in, started talking, and it just turned it into like a dope deal, you know, like I got a dope signature line through them. It's like everyone's just chill, so it's cool, it's perfect. It's like my kind of people. So every season I drop a line and I'm pumped, dude. Like I have so much stuff coming out. It's like my own JS Famous line, and yeah, I couldn't ask for much more. Like a kid growing up in the ghetto with nothing to designing shoes, designing clothes, designing everything I wear on a daily basis, and people are selling it and buying it and putting money into my pocket for what? Riding a dirt bike, being good at one thing. Like I can't complain. I got the best life.
On top of that, let's get it straight. I'm going
The Fast Life, Famous the store. Every time any of the athletes have a drop, this is the spot we all come meet and mingle. Like as you can see, all my stuff's throughout here. I was here a month ago and all Manny's stuff dropped. You know, every time anyone drops a line, this is where it's at. And it's cool, man. You get a whole store dedicated to your line from Famous, which is dope. Like I've never got that anywhere else, and just pumped to be a part of this whole deal. It's dope. Right?
You did not drive this all the way up here.
No, we brought it on the trailer.
Oh,
This thing ain't even street legal.
that's what I'm saying.
Not even close.
what it be like. Ain't no drama, little mama, I'm just living life. Shut the club down, catch another flight. Ain't no drama, little mama, I'm just living life. This was all a dream as I clutched over M16 in a foxhole draped in green parade.
Dressed up in Hollywood?
I'm pumped on racing trucks. I've always wanted to race truck. I always looked up to Walker Evans back in the day. I'd always go to Round Table Pizza and play the Walker Evans arcade game. It gives me like that feeling like it did when I first started riding dirt bikes. Like when I get there, I'm like, all right, I have to do good. I want to do good for myself. Like I don't care about anyone else. Like I want to leave there knowing I left nothing on the track and having fun.
Man, I can't take this. Gotta trade places. The only keep flirting with my
I would definitely say if you want to be a racer, freestyle motocross rider, truck driver, whatever it is you do, like my dad always told me like practice makes perfect, and he wasn't lying, because if you practice something, you either get it or you don't. Like I've had my crashes, I've had my hospital trips, I've been knocked out, I've broken almost every bone in my body, and if that's your passion, that's what you want to do, you're going to get back up on your bike and do it again at the end of the day. So for me, my words of wisdom is honestly just practice makes perfect.
what it be like. Ain't no drama, little mama, I'm just living life. Shut the club down.
For more freestyle motocross videos, make sure to subscribe to the AlliSports channel.
Best believe I've been through hell and back.
I'm Ryan Dungy. I'm currently 21 years old. I'm from Belle Plaine, Minnesota, and I reside in Tallahassee, Florida.
I'm Ashley Filek. I'm 21 years old. I'm from St. Augustine, Florida, and I'm a professional women's motocross racer.